The king in the north! The king in the north!
Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So I wanted to do a video on, Harbaugh getting suspended the first 4 games of the season. And basically, Harbaugh is getting suspended by the NCAA because he lied about getting the kids some burgers. Sharon Moore is getting suspended a game, and Grant Newsome because they did some Zoom calls with players. This is during the COVID year. And they also did coach some workouts that I guess they weren't supposed to at the wrong time, stuff like that. Simple stuff. But, if you lie to the NCAA, they kind of hit you hard, and that's what happened. I know we all know there's been worse stuff, but what are we going to do about it? That's just the way it goes. But, people thinking that it's going to hurt Michigan and all that, that was until people found out it was just the first 4 games. And, other channels like Menace to Sports, shout out to Chris, they've been clowning us a little bit, talking about Harbaugh, he might leave, all this stuff's going on and stuff. He's going to get tired of it. But at the end of the day, see you in November. See you in November. At the end of the day, we still loaded. At the end of the day, he's not going to be there for 4 garbage cupcakes pretty much. Except Rutgers, they a little better than that, but you know what I mean. So ain't nothing changed. The goals, they still there. The team, they say they getting behind their coaches, and they going to make sure they come out there ready to, handle business. So this ain't changing nothing. This ain't stopping nothing. Everything is still going as planned, as we trying to take the Big Ten and win a championship. That's what's going on. So, people can talk, and the Harbaugh gonna leave, and Harbaugh's gonna get tired of this, and he gonna go to the NFL. Let's just say Harbaugh did decide after this year he wanted to leave. I ain't got no problem with it. You know why? He did his job. He got Michigan back to relevance, back to being a good program, back to being, okay, if we have a good year, we can make the championship, make the playoff. It's about to expand to 12 teams, so the regular season ain't going to mean as much. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be hard not to make the playoff if from the teams that we've been having. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no problem with it. And I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just speaking on, everybody wants to talk about Harbaugh and leaving and things like that. He's going to get tired of, dealing with the NCAA and stuff, which is possible. But either way, he did his job. I ain't got nothing but thank you for bringing us back to relevance and, championship caliber. Whether you like it or not, we still up there and getting to take our shot at it. So that's what I feel about that. The season is getting closer. We got Big Ten Media Days. I was listening to Ryan Day talk about, the game and stuff like that, and adjustments he wanted to make, and Marvin Harrison Jr., doing a lot of coach talk and, saying the right things, which you're supposed to do. I can't wait to see tomorrow, get to see Blake and Sainristil. I'm not sure the third player that went, but I know what they're going to be talking about. It's, rallying and trying to win the Big Ten, beat Ohio State, and, make the championship. And this year is crucial for real as far as that. And I hate to, and before I get into this, for the Ohio State fans that watch, when I'm talking, we ain't beat y'all in a while, so I'm going to talk my stuff. But when I'm talking X's and O's, things like that, I'm serious about it. And I'm only talking from what I see. I'm not right all the time, but I'm right a lot of the time. I ain't perfect, but I'm right quite a bit. So, you know what I'm saying? I just talk on what I see. And when I'm talking my stuff, gloating, you know what I'm saying? You're going to know it. But as far as X's and O's and what I see, I'm gonna keep it 100 on your team. It's not a homer take. You feel me? And the closer we get to the game, the more serious I get. By the time I make my pregame analysis, I'm serious. Like all the joking and all the, laughing at y'all and, talking that stuff, it's over. It's serious. And let's get to it, because it's that y'all always got a team that's good enough to beat us 98% of the time now. So that's all it is. We got to get serious. Once it gets closer, the more serious I get about the fact that we could possibly lose to these dudes. I ain't got to worry about it right now. You know what I'm saying? I can talk my stuff. But that's what it is. And the game is serious. The game is this. Every year it seems like I find a way to talk about the game and how much more serious it is. But I guess this will be the last year before the 12-team playoff, when it'll take a somewhat a step back, because the loser will kind of probably automatically be in the playoff unless you're just having a real bad year. But yeah, this year you lose that thing. You lose the game this year with and have one loss. If it's a wrap for you. I'm telling you, this year is not a year to lose the game and think you're going to back into the playoff. Whether it's Ohio State, I'm not just talking about Ohio State. I'm talking about Michigan too. We lose the game this year, we're going to be on the outside looking in. I guarantee that. This year isn't going to play out like last year. It's not going to be favorable. We got lucky with Bama last year. Well, Ohio State got lucky with Bama last year. We would have been in regardless. Clemson, they're back. Who knows? Washington, USC. We don't know if Texas might be for real with Quinn Ewers this year. It's going to be more teams that are up at the top that don't really have... It's going to be a lot of undefeated, or it's going to be a lot of one-loss teams. You know what I'm saying? So then plus your Bama, they're saying FSU will be good. I have to see that to believe it, but that's what they're saying. Florida State might be that this year. LSU looks like they could be that. So it's going to be, if you don't want to be worried and cross your fingers hoping somebody loses, that week after the game, better take care of business, or all y'all goals, they're going to be going down the drain, and you're going to be at one of these other bowls that don't really mean nothing. The bowls you want to be in for this year to last year is whatever bowls the playoff is in. Those are the bowls you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a great venue, it's not going to matter. It's not the playoff, so we can't win a championship. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crucial this year. You got to get it done, because I think I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of teams that are undefeated. Not a lot, but there's going to be about 4 or 5, and then you're going to have those one-loss teams that have good losses. So at the end of the year, you're going to have your probably 2 undefeateds, and then you're going to have a bunch of one-lossers. That's just how I'm thinking it's going to roll. You know what I'm saying? You might have, let's just say Michigan, Georgia, Clemson. Let's say Clemson goes undefeated. Then you got your USC. Let's say USC has 1 loss. They're probably going to get in, depending on when that loss occurred. If you lose early, you want to lose early. You don't want to lose late. You lose late, it makes it hard unless it's against a great team or an undefeated team. But if you lose early, you can lose to a lower level team and then build your way back up, start blowing everybody else out. So, everybody forgets. But if you lose late, it makes it hard on you. So, and then how you lose. So that's just how I feel about it. This year, you got to win that game to get them goals. Yeah, I highly doubt you're going to back in this year. Not the Big Ten. I don't think the Big Ten going to be able to get two teams this year. If anybody, I expect the SEC to probably get 2 teams Because if Bama just has one loss, they're going to put them in there. 9 times out of 10. Teams got lucky last year. They had 2 losses, so it was hard to have them jump you. They still wanted to jump Bama in there over Ohio State. Almost. They still pretty much wanted to do it, but 2 losses, it was just too much to, all right, we're going to make a joke out of ourselves. This is really going to be the Alabama Invitational if we do this. But if they got 1 loss, and let's say Georgia's undefeated, it's going to be Bama and Georgia going to get in. Then you're going to have the winner of the game, whether it's Ohio State, Michigan, most likely, unless Penn State somehow, but let's just say Ohio State, Michigan. Then you're going to have, is Clemson going to go undefeated? I wouldn't be surprised. Is USC going to be undefeated or 1 loss? Or will Washington with Penix coming back, will he be shredding everybody and they just have 1 loss? Oregon's probably going to have a good squad this year. You know what I'm saying? So, Texas, will Oklahoma jump back to being good with Venables? We don't know. So, that's my thoughts. You best win the game this year, or you're going to be at home. You're going to be at some other bowl game. You ain't going to be in the playoff. It's just not likely. Last year was a blip. And I say blip because the Big Ten actually got 2 teams. When has that happened before? It's not something that happens with consistency. So I don't know why people are just assuming that that's a regular thing. It's regular for the SEC to get 2 teams. It's not regular for the Big Ten to get 2 teams. You're living in a dream world. That is best you win the game or you're going to be mad. What is it, November 27th or that next week? You're going to be mad. So I'm hoping and I'm already hoping, wishing, and praying that we win that game because I don't want to be mad that we ain't going to be in the playoff. Now, if we lose and we back into the playoff, it's fine. I just don't see it this year. So that's my rant on that one. But, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. So this game is important. I understand what Ohio State fans are saying. If you lose the game and you still get the chance to play the rival again or win a championship, it supersedes that. But last year was a blip. And next year with the 12-team playoff, that's next year. That ain't this year. This year, you got to win all them games to hope you get in. You lose that late November one, you probably ain't getting in, Junior. Not this year. Whether it's OSU or Michigan. It's just not likely. So that's all I got on this one, y'all. I know I ran it a little too long, but you know how I get down. So I'll be ramping up more videos with position group breakdowns, things like that. So like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.
3, 2,